What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is November 20th and what the actual fuck? For whatever reason, the entire world went into mayhem this weekend, okay? Apparently Dream got punched by the voice actor of Gumball. Pokimane is getting canceled because she sold some overpriced cookies. Apparently Puff Daddy is a menace. This man just finished settling a lawsuit that was worth over $10 million. Colleen Ballinger came back with her second apology remix and unfortunately there was no ukulele. And yeah, something tragic happened. We lost the Splatfest with Team Fry again, which then continues the racist Omni arc. So I'm going to try to keep it chill, but if I see something I don't like, I'm gonna pop off because I'm in a bad mood. Let's just get this out of the way, okay? Pokimane, all right? Our beloved Twitch queen, okay? You probably know about her, but if you don't know who she is, she's one of the most popular female streamers on Twitch. She's been doing it for a really long time, known for being in a lot of different controversies in the past, which we won't get into, okay? Let's just know that she has a history of being in the news for specific reasons, and I would say that the overall, I want to say, mood when it comes to Pokimane is that it seems like she's genuinely like disliked among the general huge population, one of which being like, you know, a bunch of men who are, you know, a little bit misogynistic, but then other guys who are like, yeah, I got valid reasons, you know, because this person is a jerk. A lot of people just don't like Pokimane in that way. She also has a huge, you know, support force as well, but you know, her audiences is kind of mixed. Anyway, what had happened was this Pokimane had tweeted and she said, "It's finally here, introducing my new company, Menace Snacks." I don't know if it's Midna or Midnight or whatever, Mina, I don't know. I could never find the perfect healthy snack that tasted good, so I made one for us. The Midnight mini cookies are made with real non-GMO ingredients plus added D. Treat yourself at minusnacks.com. And it's a picture of here, sitting here, eating some cookies. And you would think, hey, where's the harm in that, right? This is just somebody who's trying to start a little Mr. Feastables gig, you know, try to come out with their own product. What could go wrong? Everything went wrong. Okay, the first core problem that everybody had with was the actual price, okay? We're in an inflation, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Nobody can afford homes, let alone $28 bags of cookies, okay? Ain't no way, brother. You can see here that she has her midnight cookies here for $7 a bag. There was some rumors, people thought that it was $28 a bag, okay? That was one of the things that were being spun, and if you click the website, it's actually a 4-pack for $7 per bag. But if you look at the community notes here, saying 30% cheaper is actually misleading because the original tweet shows that the second image that the Mina bags have 4 servings of 7 cookies for $7 per bags, where Costco's bag was 14 servings for 7 cookies for $9. The whole point is that you get less for more, okay? She didn't create new cookies. She took a brand of cookies that already existed, which was called like Midnight Cookies, and she slapped her label on there. It's called white labeling. People do it all the time. And then she said, all right, let's put some vitamin D in there, but also take some of the cookies out as well, okay? We just efficiently trying to maximize profit. I feel like it's like a game of like Roller Coaster Typhoon or whatever it is, those park games where you basically let people come in and you can charge how much people come in for the price to ride on your rides or whatever. And you can make it very freaking expensive. She was like, yeah, let's move this bad baby over to the top, okay? Anyway, this led to a huge blowout where people initially were like, yo, Pokimane, hey, bro, there's no way. This is too expensive. This is a scam, right? And initially when this all came out, okay, I was actually on Pokimane's side because a lot of people were actually running the narrative that it was $28 a bag for some cookies, right? Number one, it was just straight up just lies, okay? Number two, people didn't understand the concept of white labeling, which is done all of the time. So they were like, yeah, she's just stealing somebody's cookies. She's a theft, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, brother, she's not. This is normal. When people were angry for her for these like 2 specific reasons, I was like, y'all, what is wrong with y'all? Do y'all not understand how business works? Okay, this is not a reason to be upset at a person. The only thing that I will say about the actual price of the cookies is that Pokimane is known for saying many things on her stream, like, hey guys, don't give me any donations, don't give me any subscribers, like don't give me any money, okay? I don't need it, so I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting off the option. I'm rich, bitch. So don't give me any money. I'm good. But coming out here and pricing out the cookies for the prices that they are is just kind of like, it feels like it's opposite. It's like, don't give me any money, but also here's an expensive ass product. My guess is, I don't know, she's just trying to cover the expenses. You know, I don't know how much of it is an actual cost, how much, you know, the profit she's trying to get or whatever. But yeah, expensive cookies during a very expensive time in life. But at this moment, I'm like, dang, okay? Like, Pokimane gets a lot of hate for both valid reasons and invalid reasons. And up until this point, I was kind of like, I feel like this is a little bit too much hate for somebody who's just trying to sell some overpriced, you know, cookies. Okay, it's not a scam. Okay, she's just making it expensive, right? However, the worst thing that she could have done for this entire situation occur, which made me just be like, well, look, I was trying to help. I was trying to like let people know what, you know, what white labeling is and all of that stuff. I was trying to kind of make sense of it, but you've just took it out the window. And brother, oh brother, you're on your own now.
When people are like, oh my God, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
Oh God. If you were in a situation where you wanted to sell cookies, if you were in a situation where people were kind of dogpiling you because they felt like your cookies were too expensive, they thought you were doing this with a scam in terms of not knowing the white label. If you were in this situation, this clip was probably the worst thing that you could have done to contribute to the situation. I get that Pokimane is always in the constant situations where she's trying to, like, you know, fight off the haters or whatever, but this clip right here brings you no favors whatsoever. There is no way in hell that you are calling people broke boys because they can't afford $28 for 4 packs of cookies. That is not a part of the monthly stipend and expense that a lot of people can afford in their category, okay? Obviously, this is something that's being catered towards, like, her main core audience, almost like someone trying to sell, like, I don't know, some pajamas, right? Like, when I sell some gear or some hoodies or whatever, yes, the price is a little bit higher because the expenses of it is more expensive, okay? So it's one of those things where you're just helping out your homie, okay? But she coming out with a bag and being like, yo, it's just $28. What's wrong with you, broke people? One of the worst things you can do as a millionaire is let people know that you are a millionaire. And even worse, make the poorer people feel even more poor. But like, wow, okay? Didn't know you smell like broke. Just get out of my DMs if you can't afford the $30 pack of cookies. A wild part about this clip too as well is that she's literally calling people idiots too, right? Like, she's calling people poor. She's calling people idiots. And the way that she carries her attitude, it's, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It doesn't make you likable. It just does not. Like, the way that it's being handled, talking like that does you zero favors. If there's anybody who was on your side to say, like, hey, it's cool and everything like that, this right here will just literally rub them off the entire wrong way. Because I think people are justified in feeling that what you are selling are overpriced cookies. That's just a legit valid concern. It's not something to be canceled over, but yeah, people being upset and enraged that the millionaire is charging $30 for some cookies. Yes, I can see that. But yeah, the homie messed up. Okay, the internet went absolutely wild. All of these people who were trying to, like, kind of defend, like, Pokimane from, like, the incels, like the true incels, you know, there's the incels and then there's the valid criticism, right? And there's somebody was trying to stop from the incels, right? But then Pokimane came out here and did this, and they were like, all right. They're like, look, I was trying to just make sure that the misogyny wasn't going to run rampant, but now you're on your own, homie, because now you're just, like, digging your own grave. Come into the comment sections, I was like, damn, there ain't no saving this, homie. Like, you messed up. Why did you do what you did? I mean, and it doesn't even feel like it was something like she did it and she was like, I'm just playing, or I'm just kidding, or I shouldn't have said that. It was just kind of like, yeah, it is what it is. Opera Jack saying she's so broke she has to price her cookies at $7. Oompraville saying this is unfortunate, mainly because he is actually in the same industry as well. He sells these sour candies called Sour Boys. I haven't ordered mine, you know, but I don't think there's been any controversy around the Sour Boys package. I'm guessing that maybe they're fairly priced or they were OG or something like that. I don't know. Person said, no, I will eat my mom's cookies for free, with the Chad smile and the 37,000 likes. It goes on and on and on like the never-ending story. The Pokimane downfall, I will be there no matter what. Everybody is big baby rage mad. Since then, people have gone back and been digging up clips that don't age very well. This being one of them.
Nope. No, and it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money? Something about that is so cringe to me personally. Like I understand, you know, if you need to make money, right? For me to do cringe shit when I have I can't. Like, ew. How do can someone put this into words better than I can? It's almost embarrassing.
So, to be fair, she was talking about signing up for Kick, right? You know, doing that gamble stuff. That's the comparison here in terms of cringe and, you know, questioning morals, okay? So, to take, you know, hey, gambling with kids on streams to like, hey, I'm going to charge a couple more bucks on some cookies, wouldn't make them comparable. But you get now, like, people are going back and being like, yo, you homie, you're definitely trying to be very capitalistic. I'm very curious of the breakdown of the cookies, like the expense, the cost, how much everything it did, because if it is being priced this high, I'm wondering, like, what is the minimum that she could have priced this bag at to get a profit, but also make it affordable? I'm very curious of the breakdown, but I think at this point, it doesn't even matter because she shot herself in the foot. However, Pokimane, within just a few hours, has come out to make an actual apology about her statement. While she was getting like literally destroyed on the internet, okay? I'm telling you, like tens of thousands of tweets of people quote retweeting this and being like, holy moly, I wasn't going to say anything, but, and then everyone's saying stuff. Like people who were going to mind their business was like, all right, this business is mine. And let me express how I feel, and it's not good, okay? This person here was saying this has to be a joke. Pokimane, there are people that work extremely hard daily doing jobs most would consider not as fun as streaming. There are better ways to word this. This is damaging, not only to you, but those who are in the business with you and this goddamn cookie. That's right, okay? This cookie is representative of the entire workforce, okay? The entire world, all right? Pokimane, you're a streamer. You're a millionaire. You make money sitting down and just chilling, okay? You gonna come out here and price these cookies at this bag? I gotta pay $30 to get some cookies? Let me stop playing. Anyway, her apology, which came out pretty quickly, okay? No waiting, no nothing like that. She said, while what I said was 100% intended to be a joke, I see why it came off as insensitive, and I apologize for that. Just pausing, okay? Because I watched the clip. I think I watched a little bit before, a little bit after, okay? At least in my opinion, that did not come off as a joke. It didn't. If I had to make an assessment, if there was a lie detector, it did not. It did not look like a joke. It looked like Pokimane was speaking from her chest, okay? I saw the hand signs calling the people the idiots, you know, saying you freaking idiot who doesn't know math, how to divide 28 divided by 4, you freaking idiots. And if you can't afford it, then you're some broke boys, you know? And then that's it. You spoke from your chest. Just own up to it. You know what? If Pokimane took the XQC route and was just like, look, if you can't afford it, bitch, get out my DMs, you're gone. I'd be like, all right, bet, understandable. Have a nice day. I'm just gonna go mind my business and buy some $4 Chips Ahoy, you know? But yeah, no matter how you spin it, it was just a terrible PR move, okay? Anyway, she said, I also understand the current price of the cookies may be expensive for some, and promise we'll continue to consider pricing to keep Mina as affordable as possible. Yeah, I think at this point, it might be a little bit too late. I think you might get the audience, your core audience will probably buy for the cookies, okay? They'll drop the money just like it's like merch or whatever to support. And I think, to be honest, she's gotten a lot of marketing from the hate from this. All of this blowing up, people were like, you know what? I want to support Pokimane, you know, because she's a woman. You know, a lot of people out here who just want to support her just because she is a woman, and she will get that support, okay? But there are some people who were like in the middle, who were thinking about it and are just definitely now completely turned off from buying those cookies. Anyway, what she said was, I also want to clarify that this was said towards one rude chatter. I did not at all intend for it to be a general statement or towards my community. Yeah, I believe that. I don't think she honestly was trying to talk to like her community. Like, she's not talking to like her chat and calling her chats idiots and broke boys. I think she's more so referring to all the people who are on the other side of this fence here, right? That's my guess. She has no reason to kind of just, you know, jump and dogpile on the people who are supporting her. However, okay, for the people who are just in the middle, they're getting kind of squashed too. And again, it's just no matter how you spin this, right? This is just a terrible PR stunt. If you spent 2 years making these cookies, you can't say this, bro. I don't understand what's wrong with YouTubers and influencers who just, with no business sense whatsoever, they destroy everything, right? They make money like with ease, like by making these YouTube videos and streaming. They gotten to the point where it can generate all this revenue. They made it. They got it. But now that they got it and they have to actually do like step up and be like professional or do some business stuff, like this was avoidable. This was avoidable. O Black saying, was this also a joke? And if somebody was responding and saying, this is so scummy, man. She's preying on her stands, wringing them out like a rag for every last penny. She's a manipulative liar and will once again pull the women get treated unfairly and sexist cards again, and her sheep fans will eat it up. And then which Pokimane said, you're a dumbass who lacks reading comprehension skills, so you resort to regurgitating idiotic incel rhetoric instead of easily reading up on basic CPG food industry practices. Praying for you. The other comment that people have been raising from the dead was this one, where there was this girl on Twitch. Man, we've been doing this for a while, and she was complaining because she was like, it's only $5 to subscribe to me. Do it. Okay, if you're in here, why won't you do it? I deserve it. I earned it, okay? Give me the money. Give me those $5. And then Pokimane had responded to, and she was like, if $5 is an irrelevant amount of money, then she shouldn't need the $5 from your subscription. Smiley face. That's the sinister smiley face, by the way. When you make the smiley face in the way where it's just a colon and then the smile and you don't turn it into emoji, okay? That's like the that's the most evil smiley face that you can make, okay? That's sinister. She says, if she argues it adds up if multiple people gave me the $5 though, then she should realize it works the same way when it comes to spending. And then finally saying not to mention that tons of people watch streams after a day of hard work or while being broke college students or a multitude of other situations where they need to be more frugal. Get these shitty takes off my TL and off my streaming platform. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, we're out here. People are out here starving. They're frugal. College students are broke. Okay, let me provide them with the holy $30 bag of 4 packs of cookies that they can eat for the entirety of the week. Because God damn. For me, it's kind of just wild because Pokimane has built up a reputation for a lot of people to validly dislike her, okay? There's a lot of things that have happened in the past that you might not know about that we're not going to go into, like things that happen with a situation like It's a Gundam and more, where people are like, this Pokimane girl, I'm not a huge fan of, and I'm just going to keep it at that. On top of that, she has the whole being a woman in a huge male-like sphere, okay? When it comes to the Twitch community and the gaming community, okay? That already puts her at odds, right? Because you got man-hating heathens that just walking around like do. Oh, it's a successful woman. Time to hate, right? For no other reason, but now they have valid reasons to add into their invalid reasons, and it's just all marching up and swelling up into this big old like, bro. I don't think this has anything to do with sexist or gender, okay? Specifically, this cookie situation were valid criticisms. However, I do think it's amplified from the people who are kind of already just like, you know, I hate women kind of thing. It's amplified, but it's not the cause or the root here whatsoever. What Pokimane did here in this situation was her own fault. The good news for Pokimane, I don't think this is how she wanted to play things out, but she's now created a strong divide, right? She's now created a group of people who severely dislike her now, like a lot of people, right? But she also has a very strong core group of people who love her, whether they're just her stans or maybe it's just women and women who just want to support women. She's got that as well. And if that is still big enough, then yeah, she can circulate the cookies to these group of people and that'll work. But in terms of everyone else, she's isolated a huge part of the market simply because of number one, overpricing the cookies, and two, the kind of just crappy attitude that you take while doing it on Twitch, that she's now calling it a joke, but even if it was a joke, people aren't going to believe you. That's just kind of how it all boils down. Anyway, moral of the story, guys, is try not to be too capitalistic during an inflation, okay? These are hard times. These are tough times, right? People are broke. People are renting and they don't want to rent, okay? People are not getting paid enough, right? When you making these cookies, maybe drop a census. Be like, hey, what is the price point? What's the average price point? And how do we not make it premium cookies? How do we have the price of these cookies reflect what the market looks like so that I can at least carry out a profit at least? It's especially during launch, right? I'm thinking to myself from a business standpoint, okay? If I'm coming out with something new and something cool, and I'm not even a person who sells or manufactures cookies or whatever, that price point got to be lower because I can't expect to just make crazy amounts of money per cookie. I can't charge premium, all right? I'm not even a person who can make premium type cookies. My cookies are not that good. Not $8 good. So how about I come in at a more closer fair point? Some people even come in at price points where they take a little bit of a loss just so that they can be a part of the competition of the market, right? That's what they usually start off with doing before they start, increasing it to get a more of a profit. That's kind of what I would have done, but Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about the whole situation below. It's absolutely wild that it blew up to this point, but here we are. All right, guys, another topic of wildness that happened over the weekend was something that you cannot absolutely believe. In fact, I guarantee that majority of you guys watching this video right now have no idea who these people are, and you don't even care, okay? You won't care who these people are, but the situation that took place between these two is so wild that you'll be like, what in the world is wrong with the internet? What's wrong with these Minecraft sticks? What's wrong with these kids? What happened to the chillin'? Okay, what is going Looking over here says, you already know, Gumball voice actor versus Dream. You can see a picture right here of Gumball punching and uppercutting Dream in the face, and the context of this will make sense very soon. How did this all start? Let's go back to the beginning. It's a picture of Dream saying, who want me? And a lot of people are like, no, I don't want you, Dream. Why are you posting this? But it's a fake account. It's a parody. You got. It was Dream was Talon, okay? So it's just a parody account who's pretending to be him, and people were like, yeah, I thought he was. Specifically, the voice actor of Gumball, and also the voice actor of one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles said, I want you dead. Followed by, bro, when you an actual P-file, you can't joke about being a P-file, okay? We talked about Dream in the last video, okay? Where Dream was joking about the fact of these grooming allegations that were coming about him. He had made a TikTok which showcased a shirt that he received in the fan mail that showed a picture that said, miners, I love miners, or something like that when it comes to Minecraft, right? And he was making a joke with it based on his TikTok, and people were like, boo, boo, that's a terrible joke. You don't do that. Anyway, the actual Dream took to Twitter, okay? He's been on a tirade on Twitter talking about, hey guys, look, all of you are stupid and you lack intelligence if you think any of these allegations are true, okay? He's, been saying that he's going to be dropping a video soon to disprove the allegations, but since then, he's just been on Twitter using his Twitter fingers, telling every people that they're stupid garbage doo-doo butter and they're all wrong. He responded to Nicholas Cantu, the voice actor, saying, you're replying to a fake account. I'm not a P-file, no matter how much you joke about it, but you are a terrible, shitty human being. You physically assaulted me, said the N-word and other slurs, verbally berated an Uber driver saying, that's why I'm a famous movie star and you're an Uber driver. And they were just trying to help you get not arrested, calling them the R slur and saying your IQ is among geniuses and making racist remarks towards them. Dang! He did all of this in the span of what? Days? Months? Week? No, apparently it happened in a couple few hours. Then you apologize in Twitter DMs to me because you were drunk high. You should never treat anyone like that regardless of circumstance. Crazy how the voice actor from Dora the Explorer, Gumball, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is being racist and replying to fake Dream accounts in his free time. Photo in case he deletes. So Dream said, I'm snitching. He said, I'm taking your career. Now, I can't believe that the voice actor for Teenage Mutant Ninja he said, I'm going to ruin you. And I can't believe that you, the voice actor of all these professional things that I don't want you to do in the future, can't believe you in the free time are over here replying to fake Dream account. Here's his reply, okay? And for those of you guys like, I don't care, okay? It's going to get good, okay? I'm going to show you the actual video in question. that everyone's been memeing and being like, what in the actual hell, okay? Nicholas Cantu has said, yes, number 1, I slapboxed you in front of the hose. 2, yes, I was an asshole to the Uber driver. I was wasted and it wasn't cool, which is why I tipped him a lot of money and have been cutting back on drinking. And number 3, yes, I called you fat and a predator. He's spot on about basically everything except for the racial stuff, and me saying the N-word. Don't do that stuff, won't never do that stuff ever. Hire a Harvard professor to calculate why I'm, despite texting every Twitch streamer in Austin, not a single one wanted to F you. Oh my freaking god. You telling me Dream out here trying to use his clout, saying, hey, does anybody want to hang out? And that, oh my god, they snitched on each other, bro. And Dream is like, I ain't having it. You know what? That's it. You can't call me a fat, can't call me predator. You can't tell me that you slap boxing me and punch me in front of yourself. Apparently there's a picture that's trending, like I won't show here, where Dream shows a picture of his eye. It got cut. They were apparently at a party and he had a cut eye. And he said, I don't know what happened. I must have done some backflips or something, right? And he had bruises on his shoulder, right? But like, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. Like just showing that he, got hit. People are suggesting that that was actually when Nicholas assaulted him. So guys, Dream, he got mad. He decided to turn Super Saiyan. If you guys don't know, Dream has a lot of Twitter accounts, right? He has the Dream was taking one, but he decided to Super Saiyan and go to his main account, the one with the most amount of followers, aka 6 million followers. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to my top dog escalation point here. And he made this tweet saying, Nicholas Cantu, voice actor for Gumball, Dora, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Skull Island, and more, being homophobic, anti-Semitic, ableist, and threatening to kill me, everyone, and showed this video. This man said, I'm coming for your career. You're gone, okay? You want to talk all this smack about me? You want to say that I don't get the hose? You want to say that you slapped me and I didn't get you back? You want to do all of this stuff? All right, I'm coming for your career.
They're going to arrest your ass,
yeah, of course,
right? When he came back, what was the first thing he told you? He got out.
He said, listen,
he said, if you get out, I'm a what? God, I was trying to tell you that before you even started talking to me.
Yeah, before I tell you.
Okay, he said contains homophobia, ableism, anti-Semitism, threats of violence, and narcissism. Okay, so it sounds like they were dealing with a cop, right? And this man was drunk, and he could have got to a situation where he would have gotten arrested. Is what it sounds like would have happened.
Listen to somebody who has experience in life. If I'm putting you on game, right?
Yeah.
See, you still never mind.
See, and it oh, sorry, pause again. Okay, we're about to get to the good point, but if it sounds like there was a cop involved and he was being a goofball, and this man is black, right? Okay, this ain't your white friend, this is your black friend. Don't play around when I'm driving with you with the cops, because I ain't trying to get in trouble. All right, the cops will get me good, quick, fast, in a hurry for whatever reason they can find. Okay, they will make that shit up on the spot. All right, so you better goddamn chill with your goddamn wild drunk self. Okay, but anyway, it continues. Okay, so far nothing happening between him and Dream. Okay, but he's about to get on this tangent.
I'm not going,
so you're asking why
I'm not going because you're manipulating. The same thing you say you not want to do or you went through, you're doing the exact same shit, and you're using all these bullshit excuses of why you're still fucking up. So you're the type of person you're gonna have to bump your fucking head for you to learn. So when somebody who is older than you,
I want to tell you right now, you are Australopithecus Cro-Magnon rock fucking stupid. You're retarded. You're Down syndrome. I don't give a f. You do not understand that your literacy level needs to be brought up from the Mariana Trench, and you have a fucking issue with your intelligence. When the bites come and the ants come at me, it'll take 10,000, 100,000 of them to take me down. So that's how minuscule you are to my size, right? My stature of intelligence, character, body, and reverence in the world. There's 1K.
So, from what I understand, some people are saying that Nicholas Cantu was, he's obviously blackout drunk, but then people were saying that he also suffers from like 50 different actual ailments. Some people were saying that he's bipolar. Some people saying that he's manic. Some people saying that it was an episode. I don't know. People were giving him all of these ailments to say this is why he's been acting the way that he's been acting. I'll give my opinion on that in a second as we keep going. But yeah, man's going on a rampage right now.
Is better for this pussy who doesn't want to give away his millions. Are you Jewish? No, man, because I'm gonna do movies, stand-up comedy, everything, all this shit. Music, whatever the fuck, e-commerce. You don't understand that you're talking to like a Michelangelo of my time, right? right? Like I'm a
And I think the person recording the video is definitely not Dream because he keeps turning over to the right guy. And in Dream's freaking defense, like as this was all happening, like Dream reached out and kind of put his shoulder on the guy. He was like, "Hey man, you know, like, are you deja vu? Are you okay?" kind of thing. So far, that's just what we're seeing here.
genius, Albert Einstein level history bookmaker. You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion sand particles. You're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold. So understand that. I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're all right. So that's why you're really cool.
Oh God, bro. My day, right? When you're talking smack and talking trash, right? You don't tell people that you have ADHD. You don't tell people that you're autistic. Okay, that's how people joke about you. That's what they use to make fun of you back in the day. Now they're just kind of like, hey, let me just let you know, by the way, up front, I got ADHD and I'm autistic. And Dream was like, yeah, I got ADHD too. I'm a little on the spectrum as well. And like, let me just know I got these things. So when I'm coming at you right now, all right, this is why it's happening all of a sudden. I'm not a huge fan of all of the self-diagnostic that goes on. And I'm also not a huge fan when people hide behind these potential illnesses, mental illnesses that they have to do shitty, unexplainable behavior. Okay. A lot of people were trying to dismiss Nick. Well, mainly because of the fact that he was dunking on Dream, right? Enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Thinking like, hey, if you're dunking on Dream, well, we all hate Dream, therefore we're going to give you the pass to say whatever the hell you want. You're good to go. But I'm not a huge fan of this whole trend that I've been finding, that I've been seeing, where people do like really messed up things and they're like, by the way, I got all these mental illnesses and kind of thing. Like, no, I know so many people who have mental illnesses that don't cause any problems, that are not homophobic or transphobic or make all these bad jokes or do all these terrible things. Plenty of people who are autistic who are not out here running amok. Plenty of people out here not saying terrible things. In my opinion, it's just an enhancement of what you really feel. It's a reflection of what's in the soul. And this guy just feels like he's the shit. He's on top of the world and he's just going to become the best. It smells and reeks of a person that has entitlement. Whether you're rich, whether you have privilege, whatever you want to call it, that's what it feels like to me in this situation. But because Nick is jumping on Dream, everyone's like, I'm gonna look to the left. People hate Dream so much that they think that this man actually physically assaulted Dream, and they're like, cool, he's based. What he's been saying here, all these things, I'm okay with it. That's how much people hate Dream.
Dream, I still want to fight you. And all of the shit that's happened tonight, it's not gonna make it a like brutal marauder. I'm not gonna be a brutal marauder. I'm gonna like literally like either you're gonna be paralyzed or you're gonna be dead. Like, I'm serious.
Okay, man. Can you fight?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Tyrell, I apologize.
Oh no, I'm good. I know, and I'm sorry for
I met him tonight.
But yeah, you can end the video now. Thanks for watching. Cantu Network on all socials. Tune your sets.
So Dream over here saying like, look, I'm sorry for the way that this dude is acting up. I met him tonight. And yeah, I don't know why he is the way he is. So that's the clip. Dream then said, further context, okay? This is after he physically assaulted me once and before he tried again after the Uber ride. He dropped his phone out the Uber window and the Uber driver was telling him not to argue with the cops that stopped him from going across the highway at 4 a.m. What in the hell? So much more than this happened. Only 150 of the night was recorded, and there's other witnesses that want to stay anonymous, so they are edited out of any video. From here, people started making many of questions and assumptions and everything. Like people playing detective, trying to figure out, like, Dream, were you there when this guy was getting drunk and black out the party? Were people feeding him alcohol? Is illegal? Is a felony? Are you supervising him? Why are you in the car with somebody who hit you in the first place? Were you guys at least kind of cools or homies at some point? Were you guys even going? Were you driving to? Like, why would you be in the backseat of a car of somebody who already hit you in the past and assaulted you? Like, none of this is making any kind of sense, but the only thing that is sensible is that the entire internet still hates Dream. So yeah, as the TLDR and the summary of the situation went down, okay? You have Dream here with his army of stands that are still there trying to support him, say, hey guys, what's wrong with you, okay? Like he's done nothing bad. The allegations are false. He's a saint. He's whatever. He's good to go. He's cool. Stop doing this. And he got assaulted. Why are you guys being mean to him? Then you got the rest of the internet just dunking on him. This man is absolutely loathed. We've talked about Dream in the past. Okay, he's the guy that cheated in Minecraft and he lied and he lies. He manipulates. He does a lot of things that make him seem disgenuine and dishonest. So when he speaks, a lot of people don't actually think he's telling the truth, or he's trying to spin a specific narrative. He's also been in a lot of controversies as well, also with close friends, right? And his close friends and his people distance themselves. So a lot of people just don't trust him, on top of all of the potential information of him talking to some underage people that I can't confirm or deny. I'm not looking into the allegations because I'm not some investigative detective journalist, okay? So when someone comes out there and proves it with a 100% or a 0% certainty, that's when I will say that is the case. But until then, these are just like rumors and allegations that are being made. The moral of the story is to me is like, damn, that's wild, because like I can't imagine being so successful, right? And then but your reputation getting dragged. You've done so many things, right, that keeps piling on, where people are just going to hate you infinitely. Like I don't see how Dream recovers from any of this. How do you get hated so much that someone confesses to slapboxing you and hitting you and hurting you and assaulting you and everyone's like, good? What have you done? The amount of hate that I see on the internet for this man Dream is so outrageously large. I can't believe it. I thought that I was hateful and racist, you know, with the whole thing that's been happening with Team Fry and the Splatfest. But no, the collective internet who hates Dream's guts is so phenomenally out there. I'm terrified of it. Okay, I ain't going to stand up here and protect Dream whatsoever. Okay, I ain't going to stand here and take any of those bullets. I'm just going to mind my business and watch it from the sideline and see how things play out. And if there's going to be any more updates, which there will be, because apparently Dream is going to be coming out with a video disproving all of the allegations or so, I will let you guys know when that does happen. And if anything else happens in the meantime, I'll let you guys know. Let me know how you guys feel about that situation in the comments below. All right, gang, your girl is back, and just in time for Vlogmas. I didn't even know this, but apparently uploading around this time is when YouTubers make the most amount of money, specifically November. I thought it was just like maybe a Q4, maybe just December, but apparently it's already started. Apparently I've been supposed to be uploading like 2 videos a day so that I can maximize my profits, but I don't got the energy. But hey, I'm about to start uploading soon, okay? Anyway, Colleen Ballinger is officially back. If you guys don't know who she is, I'm sure you have heard her name because of the whole song and apology video. She is known now as the woman who has made the worst apology video in the entire world, where she brought a ukulele and started singing a song by the name of Gossip Toxic Train. Something, 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 and misinformation. Gossip Toxic Train. It was good. It was a banger, okay? If that was on Spotify, I'd be listening to that. That would be my... It was honestly a banger. But in terms of actually apologizing for a lot of the allegations going out against her, the concerns that people had, a lot that had actually gotten proven, one of them being of which where she had a group chat where she would actually show naked photos of Trisha Paytas to minors as a joke. That's illegal. That's a felony, in which she has confessed to Trisha Paytas herself. And then you got all these victims like Adam McIntyre and people who have come out to talk about their experience with Colleen Ballinger being not just inappropriate, but just like otherworldly versions of just perversion. Okay, this is what everyone's claiming. And after her apology video, which was deflecting, was the ultimate worst apology that you can ever do, she came back with the video with an apology 2.0. Unfortunately, though, there was no ukulele, but I'll let you guys see just the beginning of it in case you're curious how she apologized for the second time. The remix. Before we play it, just to give you an inkling of how this is turning out, it has 800,000 views with 40,000 likes. She still got her fans and 100,000 dislikes. Good God. That's 100,000 people who came to your page to say, no, I hate you. Those are hate views, bro. 100, those are just, you know, there's a lot of people who came in and was like, I don't like this, and I'm just going to walk away. But at least 100,000 people came in here to just make the effort to let you and the rest of the people know that this video sucks and I don't like you, and to stay out of the sphere.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I've really missed this. I've missed talking to everyone every single day. Obviously, the last video that I posted on here, it's really embarrassing, to say the least. I was being accused of some pretty awful things, and I just was mad, and I should have handled that situation with maturity and empathy, but instead I just let my ego take over, and I'm really disappointed in myself.
Okay, so just starting off, 30 seconds, again, just for commentary. She's saying, look, toxic gossip train, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have released that single. You know, people were coming at me with some serious allegations and I responded with a goddamn musical. Apparently, that's not acceptable in society. And, you know, it's one of those situations where it's kind of like she's sorry because of the response, right? And people were like, yeah, go Colleen, you stick it to them, stick it to those minors who are telling you that you've done terrible things. Okay, like then she would have been like, this wouldn't have been a follow up. She would have been, you know, good. But now, you know, she's become the most hated apology video whatsoever. She's like, yeah, the end result of it was me getting dragged, and I'm sorry. Not because I made the video, but more so because I got dragged. Which is wild too, because like in the video, right, she literally says, I shouldn't do this. Like my team was like, don't do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. They said I shouldn't say nothing, but I'm gonna sing, you know, like freaking Colleen Ballinger. She sings apparently, and she decided to sing herself to an early YouTube grave.
So here's what I want to say today.
Okay.
Over the last 15 years of my career, there have been moments where I was immature and inappropriate with some of my comedy, and there were times when I did not put enough thought into some of my fan interactions, and because of that behavior, people got hurt.
Okay. Again, pausing. The thought that she didn't put enough into was showing explicit images to minors. Now, I don't know about you guys. And you know, whatever I say about this is going to be hilarious, okay? Because obviously, right? Like, what kind of thought needs to be put behind, like, submitting, like, copying? Imagine the process of copy and pasting and taking a naked photo explicitly of a person that apparently was her friend or somebody that they knew, and then just sharing it with minor, like an actual person, actual pornography, and being like, bam! This naked lady, I want you underage people to see it. like, what do you need in order to not make that thought process? Like, how is that so kind of like strange for you to think that that was acceptable? Because nobody in God's green earth would do something like that. They would think that Colleen Ballinger is smart enough to know that what she's doing could get her in trouble. Okay, it's because she got caught. Is my opinion, all right? Because there is no way in hell that you can show nudies and porn and give that to underage. Like if you had an 18 plus, it's just weird, right?
And I am so sorry. I never wanted to hurt anybody, but it's clear that I did, and I feel so terrible about that. I also feel like there's probably people who are disappointed or feel abandoned by me because of my silence over the last few months. And I'm so sorry about that as well. I needed to take time to make sure I was listening and learning as much as possible. And I also needed to get the help that I needed to be okay. I'm a mom first and foremost before anything else. And I needed to take care of my kids. So
just kind of like saying, she said sorry twice. She said, number one, I am sorry for, you know, doing misappropriate things. Okay. I'm sorry for the inappropriate things that I did. And number two, she says she's sorry for her silence and to her fans because she feels like she might have betrayed them based on just not responding and talking for a very long time. Those are the two things she's saying sorry for. So far, though, and it seems like the major concern that people have been saying is that she's not saying sorry directly to the victims, okay? I doubt that she's going to name any specific victims that were specifically in place, a lot of the people who were coming out. But at no point is she saying, like, I'm sorry to the victim. She's just saying sorry for inappropriate actions here.
That's where I've been, and but I'm back and I'm here now, and I am not a perfect person, and there are plenty of things in my past.
I just want to pause. That's usually on the bingo card of apologies. I'm not a perfect person. It's just what you usually see in a lot of apologies. It's apology bingo, and it's you know, I'm gonna be completely frank. it's fair. It's a good point, right? We're not perfect people. We are going to make mistakes. We're going to do awful things for sure. Like, we as humans, we're screwed up. Okay, so we're going to do these things as well. It's just one of those things where when you say I'm not perfect to justify like doing something as like, you know, being inappropriate with minors, it doesn't work, okay? You know, you can't come out here and shoot somebody and be like, I'm not a perfect person. No. That was a crime, homie. This has nothing to do with being close to perfection. This is not you being like, oh man, I'm just not that great of a person because I can't be perfect. Like, no, brother, you're on the other spectrum where you're doing terrible things and you know that you're doing it, okay? This doesn't really apply.
I wish I could go back and redo and fix and change. I don't have control over any of that, and I don't have control over the things people say about me. I only have control over my actions moving forward. And so I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that I create a positive, kind, inclusive, safe space online with my content. And if you want to be a part of my journey online, I would love to have you. And if not, I completely understand. I do not expect anyone to welcome me back with open arms. I don't expect to change anyone's mind with this video. I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm sorry, and I wanted to try to show people that it's possible for someone to grow and learn and be better after making mistakes many, many years ago. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so she said a lot here, but the overall sentiment is like, look, I'm back, okay? I said sorry, all right? And if you still don't want to forgive me, then you can go somewhere. But if you do forgive me and you bought that Colleen Ballinger life and you still want to support me and appreciate me and all of that, I'm going to keep creating content because I got bills to pay, all right? And right now it's prime time revenue season for being a YouTuber. So it's starting time to start making some content and getting this toxic gossip train moving forward, okay? Because, you know, the bills ain't going to pay themselves. A lot of people don't have any sympathy for her. She's genuinely trying to come here to apologize for her previously bad, terrible apology. And she's so far gone now. And, you know, people are like, nah, bro, like, you showed how you truly felt about the situation. Okay, you showed that you were actually angry and that the actual accusations and things that people were saying about you that were true, that were proven with receipts, you said, nah, I'm going to play a goddamn ukulele song and call it disinformation, and I'm going to just, you did it, right? And it did not work. People know that that's the true colors that you truly feel, that you responded based on your emotions, which again, right? Making a YouTube video is not easy. Sitting here, talking to you guys, editing it, recording the music. She came up with lyrics. She wrote a song, brother. Then she edited it. Then she, she recorded that joint, edited that joint, put it together, uploaded, threw a title, threw a thumbnail. She went through all of this stuff and was like, yeah, I was too emotional. That's a long time to be emotional. At no point at any of these steps did you think like this is not a good idea. Nah, this was just straight up what you felt like needed to be done because it felt like that's how Colleen Ballinger felt at her absolute core.
I'm going to try to vlog again, and today I'm just gonna film my day and share some simple happy moments and, you know, start the process of starting over. And I know it's going to be awkward and clunky at first as I try to get back into the swing of things, but I'm going to try. So that's what I'm going to do. And thank you for listening, and thank you to anyone who supported me in any capacity over the last 15 years. I've really, really appreciated it. But yeah, let's get started with the day and see what happens, I guess.
So then after this, she decides to go full on like vlog mode. She's like, all right, guys, business as usual. You're either with me or you're against me, okay? If you still support me after all of the allegations and all of that stuff and you forgive me and everything, keep watching my content. You know, for everyone else who doesn't, you can go somewhere else because I'm going to keep going because, I mean, YouTube's not going to stop me, right? Like, who's going to stop me? I don't have to take accountability for any of my actions here. That the sorry apology, the actual victims that are being here, I don't know if any kind of accountability or addressing the specific victims are here. I don't think she's suffering from any kind of like penalties. There's no police involved, nothing. The only thing that she is suffering from is the consequences of her own actions of making such a terrible apology video. And then I think that's it. She's like, I'm just going to keep going. Like, who's going to stop me? Very curious as to comments and how things went down. This person saying, I'm really feeling torn. Used to be a huge fan, was pretty upset to see all the things that came out about you. I'm happy to know that you're doing well. I feel like apology was sincere, but I want to see accountability. That's what I was saying. And whether it is public or private apologies to those involved. I hope this is a start to a healthier path. But yeah, some people are saying, so happy to see you are well. You and your family have been on my mind heavy. Did not expect this. Other person saying, I am so sorry that you went through what you went through. Like Colleen was a victim. Homie, I am so happy you're getting your groove back. You deserve this. This kind of comment kind of just lets you know that no matter what you do, this is the kind of support that I want. All right. Listen, chat, YouTube, all of you guys here right now. All right. If I, in the future, if I murder someone, boom, shoot him in the face. And I look at the camera and say, hey, I just shot this man in the face. All right. I want so much clout and support. I want my like ratio. I want to make a video that says, I'm not sorry. Right. That's what I'm going to do. And then I want it to be 100,000 likes, 0 dislikes. And then I want the judge to be like, dang, this man's got too many likes. There's too much clout. He has too much fan support. I guess I'm going to have to let him go free, you know? That's the kind of support I want because good Lord, like I feel like you can do some really terrible things and then people be like, yeah, but I don't really care about what you did. I just only really care about what you can provide. So I'm going to keep supporting you no matter what. Anyway, I'm not going to drag this one out longer than it needs to go. That's the whole Colleen Ballinger situation. She's back. She's already uploaded the second video for Vlogmas as well. It's a good idea. I'm going to start uploading videos every day for you guys as well. So we can monetize and make some more money here because your boy got in October after that injury. But I don't know how I feel. I feel like this is one of those situations where if she took accountability, then I think people will be much more like, you know, off her back. If she actually reached out to the people who claim that she did wrong and said sorry to them, had a conversation with them, try to take accountability with them personally, one-on-one, private or public, however it goes, then I think once the victims are there, if they're like, yeah, all right, if they're okay with it, then you know, like it's not on me to be like, you're forgiven. I can't. You didn't do anything to me, right? I'm as a fan, you did nothing to me outside of just make a terrible apology and look like a goofball. But there are people out there saying you did stuff to them. So there's no apology that needs to be given to me. That's nothing that I can accept. And I think until they are addressed, until their specific hurt and pain is addressed, there's nothing for me to do except for just not support your content because that's the accountability that I think needs to happen here. Anyway, you guys can let me know how you feel about the whole Colleen Ballinger update. I am more upset that there wasn't a song, okay? Because I really like Toxic Gossip Train. That is my jam. That is my jam. She would have brought up a ukulele and said, I am so sorry. My last song, it was Garbage to do butter. I would have been like, yes, baby, play it. Play that thing, you know, like... I would have became a Colleen Ballinger fan. Let me stop playing. All right, guys, let me know how y'all feel about the whole situation. All right, guys, so for the next absolutely wild topic of the weekend, okay, Puff Daddy, aka Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy, has been in the absolute limelight and has been target enemy #1 so much that people have been comparing him to R. Kelly and saying that there needs to be a documentary called Surviving Diddy because his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura was suing him for allegedly trigger warnings, okay, but R-ing her and doing a lot of S-ing, okay, just basically doing a lot of terrible things to her. The complaint that was filed on Thursday described 50-year-old Combs as vicious, cruel, and a controlling man who, quote, asserted complete control over Miss Ventura's personal and professional life, and detailed abuse he allegedly inflicted on her after meeting her in 2005 when the singer was 19 years old and signing her to his label. As of today, the lawsuit between both Puffy and Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, have already been settled. It's already done. He paid her out. He said, okay, look, all right, I put you through some stuff. I put you through the ringer. Here's a lot of money. Now shut up and never talk about it ever again. Cassie had said, I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, my fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. So she was like, yup, you know what? Okay, I went through a lot of stuff. Ain't no way she gonna bring this man guilty, like to charges. That's never happening, okay? In no world is Puffy actually getting caught. This man has silenced way many people. He has way too much power, okay? Basically, R. Kelly didn't have enough money. That's why he's in jail. He didn't have enough money to pay off everybody. But Puffy, he's been in the game for a really long time. This man is super rich with a lot of power and influence. He's like, look, all right, I got it. Bam, bam, bam. Pay out the people I need to pay and scare the rest of the people who think they didn't want to come out for a payout as well. People are afraid that he is an actual sexual deviant. Like he is a predator, and people have been showing clips left and right, kind of showing like examples of him being kind of like dangerous. They're like, whoa, now that you kind of look back on it, a lot of these things taken into the context might not be so good. People suggesting that P. Diddy's influence over Justin Bieber, where there might have been some things where Bieber was not supposed to be a part of at such a young age. Okay, a lot of conspiracy theory when it comes to Hollywood and Illuminati that I ain't going to confirm or deny, because I ain't going against the Illuminati. All right, I know they exist and I don't want the beef. As a matter of fact, Illuminati, if you watching, hire me, okay? Hire me. I will join you, okay? You can buy my silence, all right? And I'll come aboard, whatever. And this one here is saying P. Diddy was Usher's legal guardian. Justin Bieber literally just turned 15 years old. Bieber had to spend 48 hours with Diddy. The location and what they did was undisclosed, but we know what happened. He's not beating those allegations. People suggesting that P. Diddy was being inappropriate with Justin Bieber back when he was 15.
It's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of it.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm going to pause it for copyright purpose, but, you know, Diddy giving Justin Bieber at the age of 15 a Lamborghini, and then also saying that this house that's next to here, he can have that house later as well. Like, I can't imagine being at 15, one of the most famous people in the world, giving me a Lamborghini and potentially a future house.
Good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then, when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
So yeah, I didn't even know that's how it kind of worked in Hollywood. Like, you got like people like Usher adopting Bieber. I knew they worked together, mentorship or whatever, but I didn't know it was like officially as of today, I'm your father. I am your dad, okay? And I'll make sure whatever happens, I'm in charge, all right? And I guess, you know, P. Diddy did that with Usher. I didn't even know this how it worked. And now you got Granddaddy P. Diddy over here saying for the next 48 hours, I'm going to do that with Justin Bieber. What went down? Who knows? But people are saying like, hey, it's kind of shady based on a lot of reasons.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
So now look, okay, guys, on one hand, this could be harmless, okay? You know how people get, when people get canceled and stuff, they start finding the evil and everything, okay? But also, when you see a lot of repeat behavior of Diddy kind of being kind of sus, and then you got like reports of women coming out here and saying that he R'd and SA'd them and stuff, and then it keeps adding up, you're like, whoa. how dangerous was this person and how far down does this rabbit hole actually go? Anyway, guys, it's the whole Puff Daddy situation in a nutshell. All right, he's paid off Cassie, her, and I think it's her boyfriend or her husband. They're off. They're getting paid. They're walking out to the bank. Ha ha ha. Hopefully, nothing bad happens to them. Basically, people are afraid of Diddy now. People are afraid that he is somebody who is a sexual deviant. And he has been hurting people for a very long time. 50 Cent don't care. 50 Cent over here like, look, he paid that money real quick. Saying, should have done that before the sharks saw the blood in the water, and here they come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every woman he put his hand on is about to come out here and do the same thing. So we might hear more about Diddy in the very near future, or maybe this might be something that might get done quietly in the hush hush, because any more attention to this, and I don't know, how much money do you need in order to avoid becoming the next R. Kelly? That's the question. But right now, so far, the answer is he has enough. Okay. All right. We finally reached this point in the video where I'd probably say the most serious situation of all time, the biggest crime that has happened in this entire video here, which is Team Fry, our gal, little girl right there in the middle, little weird big feet, okay, little big forehead or whatever, the yellow hair. She has continued to become the product of racist behavior, and she has lost almost every competitive Splatfest in this game called Splatoon 3 because she is black. And it started my whole racist arc. I said, guys, we need to get her a W, okay? Because it's very clear that she's losing because of just of who she is. They've been supporting this girl over here, Shiver, on the left, being like, tee, because they hate her skin color, okay? Fry losing again for the billionth time said Nora Uwu and it's unacceptable. There was a Splatfest that was almost for us guaranteed 1,000, 10,000% guaranteed to win here. And during halftime, we were in the lead. The Splatfest, for those of you guys who don't know, is basically like choosing between 3 topics. The point was, what's your go-to greeting, okay? Is it a handshake? Is it a fist bump? Or is it a hug? And during halftime, you know, fist bump was actually in the lead, okay? We don't give hugs as a go-to greeting unless it's just family. But when it comes to normal people, you don't do that. That's creepy. And then handshakes, nah. You don't go for handshakes for the go-to greeting because people are nasty, dog. I'm telling you. I told y'all, men don't be washing their hands, bro. They come out there, use the bathroom, play with their wiener a little bit, and they go out there and specifically picking their nose, boom, 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 and then they trying to shake your hands. You don't do that either, okay? That's how you get viruses and COVID, okay? You don't do that. So the fist bump makes the most sense. Yo, what's up, dog? How you doing? Bam. Smash dummies. Yo, bump, bump, bump. The bump. That's the bump is safe. The bump is real. The bump is good. The bump is life. And that's what we represented as Team Fry. And yet somehow we still managed to lose to freaking Shiver yet again. And I'm angry because Big Man, Team Hug, what were y'all doing? A lot of the reason why we lose, look, there's going to be Team Fry stands. They're going to choose her no matter what. Okay. They like her skin tone. They like it. Okay, and they hate hers, okay? So Big Man, what are you doing? Y'all don't even have a race, okay? There's white, there's black, and then there's just a whale or a ink ray, or what is he? What is he? A squid, whatever, the big thing. What are y'all doing, bro? What are you, hugs? Hugs? That is not the go-to greeting. Are you a creeper? Y'all supposed to be supporting our gal, Fry. You see the injustice. You're sitting here being like, who? And I'm disappointed in y'all. If you come to the actual official tweet here from North America, you know, people are saying here automatically rigged. That's the top tweet. Rigged. People are saying like they were trying to fight and win with Team Fist Bump for Fry, and the things would get disconnected, and that apparently somebody in Nintendo is on the agenda to make sure that Team Shiver keeps winning or that Team Fry keeps losing. Look at these results, okay? She got the most conch shells. Look at the votes. She had almost 50% of the votes, okay? Almost 50% of everybody chose Fist Bump. She even won the whole open tournaments and stuff, but apparently in the pro league, these super high quality, really good people was like, nah, I'm gonna keep fighting for Shiver, and they won 3% of the pro and 2% of the tricolor. How does that make any sense? They won by just a tiny amount here on these two right here. And yet she has 50% of the votes and everything. And we're giving it. It's a handshake. Rigged. Rigged. I want a recount. I want a recount. I want to appeal this Splatfest. There needs to be, because there's no way. This was supposed to go to Fry, no matter way how you spin it. And someone said, you know what? I got some money on Shiver. Let's give it to Shiver. So the racist Omni arc will continue. Okay. I'll continue being out on Twitter and acting a menace. I said that I would stop and chill once Fry finally got the W she deserved. And y'all out here not fighting hard enough for her, or there's too many of you who are too many antis. So I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna raise them up. I'm gonna say some wild things on Twitter. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna keep making sure. I already started drama with the Spider-Man community when it came to Miles Morales. I started drama. I'm gonna come after every community, and I'm just going to destroy it. I'm going to raise hell like Sakuna. Okay, until there's nothing left except for Team Fry. Until you guys will finally give her the W she deserves. Alright guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you made it to the end, drop a like. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. This one was a huge, big, chunky wungy. Probably one of the biggest videos I've made in a very long time. But, you know, it was fun. I felt good. I'm tired though, so I got to go edit this bad boy. So I'm trying to get it out for you guys today. So I'm going to get out of your hair right now. And I appreciate you guys sitting back and watching. Do me a quick favor too. If you already subscribed, if you already liked the video as well, man, which I'm trying to hit some marks. Let's spread the word, okay? Tell your friends about me, okay? Tell them to come up here if they want to know what's happening around the world. I got them in a nice, chill, you know, relaxing, long movie type format thing. I will help you guys to know what's going on so you don't have to doom scroll at it, okay? I don't know what we need to do to grow, so I'm going to rely on you guys. Go find 3 or 5 people and bring them in like a cult and tell them to watch me and subscribe, and then force them. Sit them down, you know? You know, they're like, no, I don't want to watch another YouTuber. I have too many YouTubers. No. Make them add me, okay? And if they don't, all right, I'll catch you guys later. Y'all take it easy, peace.